Okay, so today we're going to dive into this really powerful, almost kind of paradoxical idea that could totally flip the script on how you approach your work, your goals, pretty much your whole life. It's called the 80/20 rule, and it's all about getting huge results by, get this, doing less, not more.
So first up, let's get into what I'm calling the 80/20 paradox. It really all starts with a feeling that I'm pretty sure we have all had.
You know exactly what I'm talking about, right? Your day is just slammed. You're bouncing between meetings, answering emails, running around. But when the day is over, you just kind of lean back and think, what did I actually get done? It's that classic hamster wheel. You're putting in all this activity, but not making any real progress. But what if the secret to getting off that wheel wasn't about grinding harder, but about working smarter on way fewer things? And this, right here, is the absolute heart of the 80/20 rule. You might also hear it called the Pareto principle. The idea is simple. In just about anything, the huge majority of your results, the big wins, the real breakthroughs, they come from a tiny little fraction of your efforts. It's this fundamental imbalance that, honestly, once you see it, you start seeing it everywhere. So where did this revolutionary idea even come from? Well, it wasn't from some modern-day productivity guru or a slick tech company. Nope, the origins are way more humble and, frankly, a lot more surprising. It all started with a simple discovery in a garden. Yeah, let's go way back to the late 1800s. There's this Italian economist, Vilfredo Pareto. Now, he wasn't trying to figure out life hacks or business efficiency. He was just a super keen observer of the world, and his first clue was hiding in plain sight, right in his own backyard. What's so amazing is just how simple this discovery was. Pareto just noticed something. Not all his pea plants were pulling their weight. A small, really vigorous group, about 20% of the pea pods, were churning out the vast majority, like 80%, of all the peas he harvested. It was this simple observation in the dirt that sparked this massive, world-changing insight. And this is where it gets really interesting. Pareto realized pretty quickly that this whole imbalance thing wasn't just about his peas. This pattern, it was absolutely everywhere he looked. So he started looking for this 80/20 split in other places. And bam, there it was. His most famous observation was that something like 80% of the land in Italy was owned by only 20% of the people. The pattern held true for wealth, and as other people started to test his theory, they found this same lopsided distribution in tons of other areas. Let's take a classic business example. Most companies, when they look at the data, find that a small group of their customers, that loyal 20%, are actually responsible for 80% of their total income. These are your diehard fans, your high-value clients. Focusing on them is way more powerful than trying to make everyone happy all the time. You see the exact same thing in the world of technology. A tiny little fraction of software bugs, that top 20% that users report again and again, well, they're often the cause of 80% of all the system errors and crashes. So by just zeroing in on and fixing those few critical bugs, developers can make the whole system way better